Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up going. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, info comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look lean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
And we are here. Yes, sir, we are here on this beautiful afternoon, Thursday afternoon. You know, normally I would be at work right about now, but I got off a little early today because I got to go take care of some stuff with my baby girl. You dig? So we have to sit up there and take some time off work to go take care of, family business. What's good with everybody, man? How y'all doing today on this beautiful afternoon? Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page. You did, we're going to cam back up here in a second. You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. Right? I think we're gonna do another show tonight. Later on tonight, we're gonna do another live stream for Ladies Night. You know what I'm saying? Since I didn't do a show for Ladies Night last week, you know, so we're gonna do a two for today. You feel me? We're gonna do this show right now, and then later on this evening, we're gonna do another one. You feel me? I got a pre-recorded I want to drop today too. You know what I'm talking about? And of course, you know, I stay dropping shorts and stuff like that. But yeah, though, man, tap in, walk with me, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about to come up here in a second, right? You know, this topic right here came across my desk a few days ago, right? And, it was brought to my attention by a couple of subscribers. You feel me? And they said, Verse, man, I want you to sit up there and hear you critique this and break this damn thing down. And I was like, say less. You feel me? Let me pull this up on the screen for y'all real quick so y'all can be familiar with what I'm talking about if y'all haven't already heard about this. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm pretty sure lots of y'all have. You know what I'm talking about? Pretty sure lots of y'all heard about this. Right? I'm sure, quite sure, that quite a few of y'all have heard about this situation right here. A couple of content creators already spoke on it, right? And I said to myself, I'm gonna have some time to kill in between when I get home from work and when I gotta go pick up Jen. So I said, we're gonna talk about it. Now, before I play the video, I'm gonna say this, right? This is why fathers are needed in the home, right? Situations like this is why fathers are needed in the home. Yeah, man, this was quite disturbing, if I do say so myself, when I watched this video. A couple of y'all sent me this video, and I appreciate that. I got sent this video in my DM on Facebook as well. And what I will say is this, right? This is what I will say. You can tell that these young boys ain't got no manly presence in their household. You can tell. I don't care about nobody saying, oh, no, I can tell. I can tell. Ain't no man in the household where these children, especially this little boy right here in this green robe, it absolutely ain't no male, strong, manly, masculine presence in the household where he's being raised. Oh, that's a fact. Unless, of course, he's being raised by some fun boys. Pause. Right? Now, unless he's being raised by some fun boys, then there is a male presence in the house. I didn't say it's a positive male presence. I said it's a male presence. Right? But clearly ain't no manly, masculine presence in the household. Clearly. Because I'm pretty sure some of y'all done seen this video and this done came across y'all's desk as well. Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineer. Last night's show was fire, y'all. I appreciate all the emails I got. And that's why I keep telling y'all to just tap in, share on your social engineering, you know, try to, you know, whatever, because YouTube alphabet don't want y'all hearing about what I was breaking down for y'all last night. They do not want people talking about that stuff. They don't want to hear people who can have the ability to critically think, connect the dots, process of elimination, deductive reasoning, critical thinking, and dot connecting. The unintelligent artificial intelligence does not want that. And it can absolutely tell the difference between a person up here just talking shit or a person who actually knows what they're talking about. I want y'all to understand that the unintelligent artificial intelligence knows this. Razor, what's good with you, girl? Andre Craig, what's good with you, brethren? I'm always going to do it. Kenneth, this is my people tapping in on Facebook, people tapping in on TikTok as well. Tap in, walk with me, man. I know at times I can talk a little fast, but I promise you, if you listen a little faster, you're going to be able to over, enter, outer, extra stand what I'm saying. Right? You know what it is, Ray, man. You know what it is. You feel me? How are you doing, and your husband and your family as well? Prayers, blessings, and love, and cover and protection over your whole situation, man. My girl Ray tapping in from the A. You did. Shamisha tapping in. What's good with you, loved one? Listen, y'all. Now, when I do shows like this, man, I don't care. But I'm going to say this, though, because I'm a content creator and I have to say this, right? I know a lot of y'all in our society today is very sensitive. I know a lot of y'all are very emotional. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't give a damn about none of that. Don't care. We don't do emotions over here. Or should I say, we don't do emotional over here. We don't give a damn. You already know, right, man? You already know, man. Same thing. Don't give a damn about how you feel. Don't give a damn about how any of y'all feel. Why should I care how y'all feel? As in reference to when I'm speaking on something, which, mind you, what I'm saying is true, and this isn't my intention to make you feel any type of way. I'm merely just commentating on the subject and breaking it down with the facts, using critical thinking, deductive reasoning, process of elimination, dot connecting to do so. No emotions involved in that at all, unless we're talking about something of a very sensitive nature like children, like what we're doing today, right? So outside of the safety of the children, when it comes to certain things, I don't give a damn how y'all feel, man. You shouldn't care how I feel either, right? I care how y'all feel as if, or as in, if I'm going to intentionally be disrespectful, which I don't ever be, right? Unless it's warranted. Sometimes disrespect is warranted, right? I want y'all to understand that. Right? Yeah, you already know. Anytime I'm speaking on something, I'm well versed, studied, and learned and experienced on what I'm talking about. Right? Now, when it comes to this particular situation, though, man, like I said, this is where I don't give a damn how anybody feels, because I know what people are going to be saying. You can tell these little boys, especially this little boy in this green robe, and if y'all want to see what I'm talking about, y'all can go to YouTube, tap in on YouTube. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. What's that, Al? On TikTok. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, brother. CO 614, Buckeye City, Bucktown. You hear me? The bus. You did? Oh, gee, what's happening, man? We got streaming on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Tap in, right? Now, when I first seen this, man, I'm not going to lie to y'all. It pissed me off for lots of reasons. Number one, I could tell these little boys is not being raised with a masculine, manly presence in their household. If they were, they would not be conducting themselves in such a manner, right? Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all done heard about this, seen this, whatever, social media, however, y'all done heard about it, seen about it, right? And I just want to say, like I just said, when I first seen this, I was very disappointed, sad and disappointed, all at the same time. Rachel, you seen this? You know what I'm talking about? Them little boys, little sassy ass little boys, sounding just like they mama. Man, you already know how we do it over here, OG. You know that's what we say amongst us men. Shout out to my brother, OG. When the boys reach the ages of 8 to 10 years old, they need to be in the hands of their father. I'm going to repeat that. Now, this is all contingent that you and your child's father are not together. Now, if y'all together, whether y'all married or y'all just in a committed relationship, then that's what it is, and that's a beautiful thing, right? I think that's the perfect structure for little kids to come up in a household being raised by their mother and their father, right? But if you are in the unfortunate situation that a lot of us are in, I dare say most of us, where we have to co-parent because we never even got married and we are sharing a child between each other, we have to co-parent together. Whether that be inside or outside of the law, as far as like having the type of a legal agreement, whether y'all just have a mutual agreement outside of that, that's particular to the particular situation. But let's just be real, y'all. In most cases, we ain't together. In most cases, the kids is with the mama. In most cases, fathers are not in the household or involved to the degree that they need to have that fatherly influence on their young boys, especially. Andre Craig, I'm reading off of Facebook, y'all. Andre Craig said, in my AC boxing class, I'm way more about discipline, structure, and education. The boxing skills will be taught very well, but I'm more about teaching young boys than broken men. I know that's right, Andre Craig. Shout out to my brother Andre Craig out there teaching kids how to box using their hands. Let me tell you something, man. Putting a young boy or a young girl in boxing, not only are they going to learn self-defense, they're going to learn control, discipline, respect, responsibility. You understand what I'm saying? All that. So shout out to Andre Craig. Ray say, very important for boys to be raised by their father. There is certain stuff I would never be able to teach my sons. So grateful for my husband being a man, period. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to your husband, Razor. Shout out to my girl, Razor's husband, man. You feel me? That's a beautiful thing, man. I'm telling y'all, man, being a father ain't no joke, Jack. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing that Ray is in a situation where her and her husband is together, and them boys can be raised up in that and see that dynamic. See their father being the man, being masculine, being a provider, being a protector, right? Bringing the teacher, right? And seeing the mother being the mother, being the nurturer, being a caregiver, learning proper respect of a woman from her man, her husband, right? It's important for kids to see that, and that's a beautiful thing, Razor. But unfortunately, the situation is more like my situation. When me and Jen's mom is not together. Jen do not live with me, right? But I think it's a lot different when it comes to boys. Boys need to be with, let me tell you, ladies, listen, and I always say this, and I'm always going to say this, and I'm going to continue to say it because it's true. This is one of those instances where I don't give a damn how y'all feel. At the age, if you and your father, you and the father of your son or sons are not together for whatever reason, it's irrelevant what reason y'all not together, unless your son would be in danger. You know what I'm saying? Unless your son's father is a complete idiot dumbass, stupid, ignorant nigga. Which I'm proud to say most of us black men, if we're single fathers, we just are not. But some of y'all got some raggedy ass niggas for baby dads. Most of y'all don't. I don't give a damn how you feel about that man. If that man ain't in jail, is responsible, pays for his living, has a home, a car, a job, business, stays out of trouble, pays his taxes, is involved or wanting to be or proven or trying to be involved with his son's life as much as possible, that's a good dude. Right? So whatever reason y'all ain't work out is irrelevant. Number one, it's just irrelevant. Unless it has something to do with him being some type of a sexual deviant or creating a situation where it wouldn't be safe for your son around that guy, which is just not the case with most of us. Most of us black men are working in the middle class, single, with children, not financially great, but stable, have our own homes, our own vehicles. We work, we got our own business. We take care of our responsibilities. It would be best for our sons to be with us. No matter how you feel about the situation, no matter what you think about the situation. I'm talking about the mothers out there. If your son's father is anything like what I described on the positive side, your little boy should be with that man. At the ages, I'm going to say starting at 8. Yes, that young, ladies. If you and your son's father ain't together, listen here. Monique, what's up, baby girl? What's up, sister? Loved one. If you and your son's father are not together, and your son's father is a decent man, he works, he owns his own business, he makes his way, he handles his responsibilities, he has his own home, his own vehicle, pays his taxes, ain't in trouble with the police, right? A pretty fairly decent brother, right? That little boy need to be with him. Starting at age 8. At the very latest 10. And let me tell y'all why. As a guy who was raised in the household with my mother, my pops was there for the most part, but it was some times when he wasn't there. Some years when he wasn't there, when he was involved in stuff he was involved with. Y'all done heard my pops talk about this stuff on this platform. Shout out to my pops, right? Right, but when he wasn't there, for whatever reason he wasn't there, right? I was being raised by my mom. And let me tell you something about my mom. This is why I got so much respect for her. My mom made sure when my father was not around, either because he willingly chose to or just wasn't good for him to be, my mom made sure whatever dude she did bring around me was a guy who was handling his business, responsible. They always, man, listen, always had their own spot. Ain't no nigga ever come stayed in my house with us. None. Never. It's never happened. My mom ain't never moved a nigga in. Shout out to my moms, right? Never. But out of the 3 dudes over my life growing up that I remember my mom engaging with, all 3 of them dudes had their stuff together, had their own places, had their own businesses, jobs, all that stuff. Was very respectful to my mother, right? So shout out to the moms out there who, if they do engage and interact with guys, they're very careful and select about the type of guys they bring around, especially their sons. Right? But at the age of 8 years old, lady, you should send that little boy to his dad. And I'm going to tell you why. And a lot of y'all ladies ain't going to like what I'm about to say, but I don't care, once again, because I was raised by my single mother. So I know from personal experience. Right? I don't give a damn how any of y'all feel, right? The reason why it is important, integral, for y'all to send us to our fathers as early as the age of 8, right, is because I say 8 is a good number. Though. Don't get me wrong. But just to be fair, I say 10. By the time your little boy is 10 years old, you should have raised him up in all ways possible that he should know, up until the point, because that's what he needs to know from you specifically, Mom. He should have learned and understand how to conduct himself around little girls, women, grown women. He should know how to interact with them, engage with them, how to conduct himself, how to be respectful and mannerful. He should learn the do's and the don'ts. By that time of 10, you should have told him, son, avoid these type of chicks, right? So when he get to being 10 and he come with me, now I'm about to put him up on that real game. And at that point, we have nothing more to learn from y'all. I'm going to repeat that, mothers. At the age of 10, as early as 8, we have nothing more to learn from y'all. We should have, y'all should have taught us everything we need to learn concerning females, how to interact with them, how they think, how they conduct themselves, how they're supposed to act and be towards us. We should have learned that from you, Mom. By the time we're 10, yes, 10, yes. From the point of being 10 on, we need to learn the things of manhood from our fathers particularly, especially if our father is a responsible, productive man. You hear me? Forget what happened between y'all. None of our business. Don't even really matter for real. Right? That's something for y'all to figure out. Or for you on y'all individual time to figure out for yourselves. The interaction between a boy and his father should not be interrupted in any way just because y'all didn't have a great relationship together. Flat out. And if you're any type of a woman, you understand what I'm saying and you know what I'm saying is right. At the age of 10, ladies, I'm sorry, man. And I'm pretty sure most men, because men tap in with me. Ain't no little fuck niggas tapping in with me. Ain't no little hoe ass niggas tapping in with me. This grown men tapping in with me over here at A-Real Talk Podcast, y'all. I just want y'all to understand that. Shout out to all my brethren that tap in. Responsible black men, productive black men owning their businesses, decent jobs, careers, involved with their children's lives, or don't have any children and handling their business. Ain't no fuck niggas over here rocking with stats with the facts. Right? So you ask the collective of men, we're going to tell you, yes. Case in point, my brother OG. Shout out to you, OG. I'm thankful for having uncles too. Yes, I was about to mention that. If your father is not there due to death or prison, uncles are another form of father figures that are needed too. That's a fact. I've been involved in most of my nephews' lives. All my nephews are grown men now, all of them. Even Kamir, the youngest one, he's like 19, 20 now. 21, if I'm not mistaken. Right? The youngest of them all. The little baby Raina, she's probably like 5 or 6 now. Rest of the essence to my brother. You feel me? No, she's more older than that. She's more like, she's like 7, like 6 or 7 now. Right? So she's the youngest, but out of all the other kids, all my nieces and nephews is grown, all of them. You know? But, and I've been involved in some of their lives, not all of them. But that's no fault of mine. That's another topic for another day. But when it comes to raising these little boys, ladies, by the time we're 10, we should have learned everything we need to learn concerning females, women, from y'all by that age. At that point on, we need to learn the things of manhood, masculinity. Shout out to the homie Sir Ism, my big bro Sir Ism, and they manalytics. We need to learn that from our father. We need to learn how to be a man. That you cannot teach us. Listen, ladies, I don't give a damn what you think, how you was raised. I don't care if you was raised by your father. It takes a man to raise a little boy into being a man. But it takes a mother and a father to raise that young boy into a productive human. You understand the difference? At the age of 10, we need to be with our fathers. We need to be learning not only how to conduct ourselves as men amongst other men, right? Because we should have learned how to conduct ourselves amongst women, females from you. And the way that we learn that from our fathers is a lot different than what we learned from you. And that's where that balance come in at. Just like it's good for your daughter to be involved with her father to be involved so she can learn how men conduct themselves, specifically with women. That's why it's so good for that dynamic. And shout out, like I said, to Rachel and her husband and everybody else who I know that's married, raising their families. It's a beautiful thing, man. Right? Unfortunately, that's not the case for all of us. Unfortunately, very. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Go over there to YouTube, on Facebook, and TikTok. Y'all see it in the caption. Subscribe to the page. Right? Facts, man. Let me know when I'm lying. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not right a little. I'm right a lot, nigga. I'm not wrong in any way about what I'm saying. Right? Now, this little boy's right here, man. This. Hey, OG, you see this, bro? You see this? I know you seen this, OG. This, I ain't gonna lie. This pissed me off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This pissed me off instantly. Yeah. Right? This pissed me off, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This pissed me off. Because when I see little boys conducting themselves in this manner, I automatically know where they dad at. Where the daddy at? Nowhere to be found. And more often than not, he's not around because he's a piece of shit and he don't want to be around. He's often made not to be around and is very much so trying to be around. See, that's the thing a lot of people don't. I think this is something as a society, especially within our community, we don't really even bring to the forefront. I mean, people know it exists, but I don't think people realize or understand that it's happening, and it's the major cause of a lot of things. I don't think y'all understand that parental alienation is a very serious thing in our community. Most of these young boys, young children whose fathers aren't around because their mothers are bitter towards the father for whatever reason. And that's just what it is, y'all. And we have to not only accept that, but understand that. And not so much as point blame, point fingers, but get to a place where we're having a conversation and we can get to the bottom of how this is happening and why this is happening. And to what extent. And to what means, to what end. I think that's what's important when it comes to the parental alienation situation. I want y'all to understand that most fathers who are not thoroughly involved in their children's lives is due to parental alienation. That means the mama is on some bullshit and not allowing the father to be the father. That's what it is, y'all. Flat out. And that's not even pointing the blame. That's just the facts of the situation. Now, is there some accountability to be held in that? Of course it is. But like I said, it's not about pointing fingers and saying you're wrong and this not. It's about talking about it in its full context, being honest, and that way we can come up with solutions for it. Not so much as blaming all this your fault, because it's factors. But if we ain't willing to have an honest conversation about it, man, like what's the point? Right? Yeah, that's a whole bigger conversation, Rachel. It is. She said, big facts on that. I just think we small minded. Yeah, man, a lot of us are. It's not, and that's exactly what it is, Rachel. A lot of us, it's cool for us to just be in our little bubbles, man. Anything that challenges us to question our own understanding, right? We instantly dismiss, which is very sad, might I add, right? Right. Jamie, my homie Jamie said, I just think we small minded. That's a fact. We are. We can be. Ray said, unresolved feelings from relationship with your family. Yeah, man. All that emotional baggage. You done sit up there and sucked up all these generational demons from interacting and having sex with all these different people. My Lord. Right? Serious situation, y'all. But with this situation right here, this pissed me off, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about pissed me off to the highest level of pistivity. Livid, hot. Because, like the title of the show says, are women raising the men they complain about? Yes. Flat out. Once again, don't give a damn how anybody feel about that. That's facts. Whether you don't agree or not is irrelevant. I can prove this. Right? This is very easily provable too. It ain't even difficult to prove this. Right? But I don't have to. Right? Are women raising the men they complain about? This same little nigga right here, before I play this video, is the same nigga who gonna grow up all feminine, wanting you to do everything, overly emotional, very not masculine, matching your femininity with a false, fake form of femininity. And he's gonna be somebody's son that grow up to be on that bullshit. 9 times out of 10 being raised by only your mama, this type of mama, which I'm sad to say is a lot of chicks. A lot. I would dare say the majority. And we got to get to a point where we have to, as a society, man, community, we got to admit that, man. It is way more ratchet ass chicks raising kids on their own than are decent, not ratchet chicks raising kids on their own. That's just a fact. You got to at least be willing to accept that. You got to at least accept that. So you got these little boys being raised by a lot of ratchet chicks, which is why these little dudes be sassy. This is why these little dudes be quick temperamental. This is why they run around with Dracos and their pants hanging off their ass, dreads in their face, overtly emotional, expressing themselves in ways a female would. Just quick, go off, ready to go spray the block down, ready to go slide on the ops because the nigga called you a name or said he from a different because the nigga dissed you in a rap song that we don't understand because you got caught stealing in Walgreens and talking shit to grown folks, grown adults who work in these stores. These little boys was talking to them as if they were children, their age, but adults. Or should I say speaking in the way adults speak. Right? This little boy in the green right here, man. When he was talking, I said, man, this is crazy, man. Like, you can tell this little boy is being raised by a ratchet ass bitch. And I don't give a damn how y'all feel about it, because that's what it is. I guarantee it. I will be willing to put money on that this little boy in this green robe, sashaying and sassying with the mouth, sounding just like a ratchet ass broad, I guarantee you, his mom's is a ratchet ass bitch. And see, this is a woman saying this right here. A woman, a wife, and a mother, right? Yeah, that had me hot. They were so disrespectful. Ooh, the language was something else. I couldn't believe that. I watched it so many times, Grace. I'm like, this is a little boy talking here, man. A little 8 to 10-year-old boy. Just Y'all know we're gonna play the video, man. Quit playing with me, man. Right? And we're gonna use a up and coming content creator. We're gonna do a up and coming content creator. This young lady who I've been subscribed to for about a month, I want to say. You feel me? Her name is Brittany Janae. I always be looking for up and coming content creators who I feel do decent commentary on certain issues and topics with a fair and balanced perspective. And I suggest y'all go check Brittany out because she definitely does that. You know what I'm saying? So Brittany Janae, man, keep doing your thing over there, loved one. I've been watching. Keep doing your thing, man. You feel me? You know, I respect all views and opinions, even the ones I don't agree with, right? And then again, I just want to see us win. FBA all day, every day, no days off. Man, let's go. Go subscribe to the sister, and y'all, Brittany Janae. She got 780 subscribers on her way to that band. Get her up there, right?
And in today's video, we're going to talk about this viral video of these 3 bad kids in Walgreens stealing. Take a look at this.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10. Open that fucking door. I'm coming.
Look at this nigga right here, man. Look at this little nigga, man. Look at this little nigga, man. Just sassy as hell, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if I would have been in that store, I'd have checked the shit out of them little niggas. For sure. That's an absolute fact. I would have checked the fuck out of them little niggas, man. Oh, and them niggas would have complied with me. For sure. Right? Let's go.
Bitch, I been knew how to count out. Choke 4 out of that. Debut ass.
Now pay attention to what this little nigga said, man. Because when he said what he said, and I listened to him, like, he sound like a raggedy ass, dumbass, didn't even graduate from high school ass bitch talking. Right? Oh, you ain't see this video? Right, so my oldest, who is a sophomore in college, he didn't even curse in front of us. We ain't exactly. None of that's going on. Ray said, I would be embarrassed. Not gonna say he don't use profanity, but not out in the public like that. Yeah. Man, I'd have checked the shit out of these little niggas, man. I'm like, man, y'all look at niggas, shut up, man. Get up out of here. Put all that stuff back. Call your mom on the phone right now. Hey, I got this, y'all. Y'all gonna call the police, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and get up through. But if y'all gonna let me handle this situation, store clerk in Walgreens, I'm gonna handle this situation. Get on the phone and call your mom, little nigga. Call her right now. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Stay right here. Oh, and if they would have acted like they would have tried to left, I would have called for sure. And that's what we need, man. If we're going to intervene on anything, intervene on such a situation as a man. Because I'd have checked the shit out of them little niggas. Them little niggas would have learned a lesson in manhood that day. You understand me? Shout out to Brittany Janae. Let's go.
My thoughts on this video is, 1, there's clearly no parental authority.
You know how to count. You have hands. Come on. Bitch, I been knew how to count out. Choke 4 out of that. Debut ass.
He said, bitch, I been knew how to count. Like, that sound like a broad talking, man. Men, we don't talk like that. We don't speak in such a way, such a vernacular. We don't do that. Bitch, I been knew how to count. That sound like a broad, man. That sound like a ratchet ass bitch, like I said. Yeah, even though we was wilding out, some of us, we still wasn't disrespectful. You know, we did what we did, but when we came into the presence of adults, we conducted ourselves as children. Hey, sir, how you doing, ma'am? Yes. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. right?
Door.
He said, bitch, I been knew how to count.
Take the open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this up.
Kids in Walgreens.
He said, bitch, I been knew how to count. Man, just hearing that in the store would have pissed me off so much. I would have went around the corner and checked the fuck out of them little niggas. Put all that shit back, man. Hey, I got this. Hey, put all that shit back right now. Grabbing bags, man. Give me this bag, man. Put all this shit down, man. Hey, call y'all's moms right now. Right? And if you would have been a raggedy ass mom that would have answered the phone, I'd have said, man, your badass sons is in here stealing, about to damn near go to jail. Lucky I intervened and convinced the store clerks to let them go because I told them I have the situation controlled. You need to come get your son. Right? I wouldn't have said nothing about her character, what she got going on, but I would have said that right there. Right? And at that point, if she would have proceeded to say la 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 la, then I was like, okay, well, I mean, I could just call the police. I could let them call the police and take the little niggas to jail for stealing stuff. Now you got a whole nother situation going on as a mother. But a lot of these little boys are the reflections of their mothers. This little boy's sound, he has the mannerisms, the gestures of a broad, man, which you can tell he's being raised by his mom.
Stealing. Take a look at this.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this up. 10. Open this fucking door. I'm coming.
Look at that little nigga's face, man.
Bitch, I been knew how to count out. Choke 4 out of that. Dad do that.
You can open the door.
Bitch, my mom takes place. I'm gonna open up the door. I'm not. All I fucking know is y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
You know how to count. You have hands. Open the door.
I open up this door before we break this bitch.
Break it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna break some up in this bitch. I'm God. I'm gonna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that fight with y'all. Do not play with me.
You
Do
can
not.
like that, but you can't open the door.
Do not play with me. Open this door, I'll trash it.
You can open it.
I will trash this on.
I'm closed. All right, we're sorry.
How the fuck you don't get in?
Okay, so y'all see now.
I will trash this hoe. Men, we don't talk like that, man. Now, this is a problem, man. This is an issue, man. Right? Crazy, man.
That mess, right? Y'all saw these 3 black boys all around the ages of 9 or 10 in their robes, in their slippers, got big bags of stolen items, just cussing and running amok up in Walgreens. No respect for authority, no boundaries, no nothing. How did they get to the store? A lot of people have questions. A lot of people think their mama might have dropped them off, but I'm thinking, did the sister drop them off? Because you'll see.
Shout out to Janelle. Hey, man, y'all see what she... Hey, shout out to Brittany, man. Y'all see her?
Later on in the
Send them little boys to their daddy, man. Send them little boys to their daddy. Trust me, it would be better off if the little boys were with their fathers than with you. Trust me. And if your son's father, that's your fault for letting such a nigga eat up in you. How about that? That's your fault. That's all your fault. So you at that point failed your son. Yeah, straight like that. You failed him. When you decide to let a gang banging, no job having, no go having, a nigga hanging out in the streets all day, driving your car while you at work, fake ass hustler working with about half an ounce at the best, maybe a quarter pound of weed, half a pound of weed, got a little raggedy ass Larkin or raggedy ass High Point pistol and shot some goofy shit like that. That's your fault. But if you have a child with a guy who's a decent guy and it just didn't work out between y'all, Send that little nigga to his dad. Please and thank you. And that's crazy, man, because I know a lot of chicks like this, man. My man OG say mothers, and when we say mothers, we mean those who do it, not all. So I'm going to just add this word to it. Some mothers sometimes make their children think they are friends. No motherhood being shown. Exactly. Because just like Ray just said earlier, we ain't friends. Shout out to all my mothers out there who raise their kids in such a way. We ain't friends. We don't talk to each other like friends. We don't hang out like friends. No, we're not friends. There's a dynamic here. I'm your mother. I'm your father. That's where it stops. We're not friends at all. No. My man Jamie said he got all his boys. That's what's up. As they should be. Your boys need to be with their dad. If they 10 or older, they need to be with their dad, man. And like I said, if you done have sons by a raggedy ass dude, that's your fault. Don't get no sympathy for that. It's your fault. You could at least chose to be a single mom by a nigga who at least got his shit together and is a decent, productive man. Damn if y'all's relationship ain't work out. Is he at least that? Because if he is, he needs to have his son, not you. I don't care if you are a woman who has a decent job and or career and whatever situation is right. Let me let y'all ladies know why it's not good for y'all sons to be around y'all past the age of 10. When they need to be learning the things of manhood. Because at that point, you can emotionally manipulate your son. Y'all are not designed to teach how to manage emotions. Y'all need help with y'all's emotions. Y'all need provision. Y'all need correction and protection with y'all's emotions. Little boys need to learn how to regulate and control their emotions from their fathers, who are men who have control over and over their emotions, who don't emotionally react but mentally respond in most, if not all, situations. Y'all just aren't designed to do it. And my whole thing with this is, with the chicks to be feeling some type of way about that, why would you want to? Why would you want the responsibility of having to teach and show a young boy what it is to be a man when you absolutely just cannot? No more than I could teach my daughter how to be a woman. It wouldn't dare try. Don't want to. Another topic for another day. Now let's get back to Brittany, man. Shout out to Brittany. Let's go, y'all.
Video. She plays a huge part in why they are and why they behave as how they behave. So, my thoughts on this video is, one, there's clearly no parental authority, no supervision going on with these kids, because why are they in Walgreens stealing? One, first of all, and their response to getting caught is not natural. Most little kids who have a little bit of decency, a little bit of respect for authority would be scared. They might have been trying to run away. But these kids was cussing this woman out from the rooter to the tutor, and old girl, whoever was filming and recording was responding. Now, it's not funny. This is actually really sad because these kids are bad. Like, I mean, point blank to the period. These children, they're bad. They have no respect for authority. And people at a young age like this to respond in such a way just kind of shows me the trajectory of what their future may look like. If they're doing things like this at 9, 10 years old, and then that's their response. It's one thing going into a candy store and you 9 or whatever, and you stealing a piece of candy, and you get scared and you put it back, or you like, oh no, don't tell my mama, don't tell my mama, please, please, please. But their response was like, call my mama, blah, 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 like, because I guess they know that our mom is not going to do anything. And these are the same kids that you send to school and put them in new clothes and all this, that, and the third, and they come back home a couple of days later because they got expelled, suspended, or whatever the case may be, because they have a lack of authority and they have a lack of respect when it comes to adult figures, people who are in authority, meaning they're going to have a lack of respect when it comes to the law, a lack of respect when it comes in response to the law, and they might be ending up in and out of jail when they get older, because that's just how it looks. And the other thing that stands out to me, people were calling the little boy in the green robe gay. You don't know, just because of his mannerisms and how he was coming off, you can tell that those boys, or at least the one, they're being reared mainly by a woman because he was very sassy. So there seems to be a lack of a father or a positive male figure. Hell, ain't nobody in their life seem positive. But as far as within their personal life, you can tell there's a lack of a positive male role model. Because one, most men, this is like gender roles, but I'm just going to say this. A lot of men, a lot of father figures are more so the enforcers, and you can tell there is no one enforcing rules in their homes. You can tell there's no rules in their home, because they wouldn't be acting like this.
That's a fact. You can tell by how these young boys was conducting themselves. Ain't no manly figure in the house at all. Ain't no masculinity in the house at all. You can tell. Right? Now, I didn't say that doesn't mean that there's a male in the house. There's a guy there. I'm just saying you can tell there ain't no masculine man if he is. Because we're going to nip that shit in the bud right there, man. Ain't none of that sashaying and all of this shit here, man. Hell nah, man. Chill that little shit out, man. Taking it to the little nigga body, man. Mars Lowell, what's happening, man? Right? And y'all know that. We got to be willing to admit that, man. Right? Got to be willing to admit that. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go, man.
So children are not born disrespectful, just like people are not born racist. This is a product of their environment. This is learned behavior. They got this from somewhere without any consequences. They do what they want without any consequences. You can tell. Young people can only mimic what they see. So if they're seeing ghetto, banshee, BS, or in survival mode versus like things of success, they're going to mimic that. That's not true for everyone, but it's seemingly true for these children in this video, because you will see their sister response to all of this. Take a look.
Okay, so y'all, let me address this motherfucker. Let me sit up. What y'all sit up right. So, these people in the comments, what y'all got to say to me?
Okay, so please, can people stop saying they mama poor, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford food. And second of all, we fully dressed. We got more money than you, bitch. Second of all, y'all dicking, get off dick. Y'all niggas about my sister. This is not my mama, this is my sister. She make more money than you. She got her own house. She pay her own bills. She got more shit than you. You broke, you ain't getting no more shit. And that was not food inside that bag. That was snacks and toys.
And if it was, yeah, that's what y'all like the fuck.
Matter of fact, everybody steal. Matter of fact,
y'all got food. Everybody that knows y'all got food.
Y'all grown people.
But yeah, like at the end of the day, my mama did not know that they like dropped off. But yeah, and everybody in the comments talking about their mama this, their mama that. Bitch, my mama did not know they was stealing, bitch. That was y'all been want to hear.
I like girls. I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say about me.
Yeah. What else?
And thank y'all for the good comment.
Yeah, because there's some people that's not. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to say. What else you got to say? Nothing else.
So did y'all?
So let's unpack this. Y'all saw it. So let's unpack this, right? Whether the little boy likes little girls or whatever the situation is, it's irrelevant, right? The fact is that regardless of any of that, boy, you're sassy. You got the mannerisms of your raggedy ass mama. Now, whether she knew they were stealing or not is relevant too. That doesn't negate the fact that your mom's is raggedy. The fact that you, as the sister, can come on here with your little sassy ass, badass little brothers is an even worse reflection of your mother's parenting for how you is conducted. If you, as their older sister, supposed to have been checking them little niggas, they're supposed to have been online apologizing. You was encouraging. You are encouraging the ratchet behavior because that little broad talking was ratchet as fuck too. Any chick with colored lace front wigs with the goddamn shit right here, baby hair, shit right there, edges, is ratchet. Flat out. Because grown women don't wear their hair like that. I'm going to repeat that for y'all who may not have heard it or misunderstood or interpreted. Grown women do not wear lace front wigs with multi-bright colors with the little baby hair shits like that. Grown women don't wear their hair like that. So take it how you want to take that. Take that. Take that. No big. Right? Grown women. Key word is grown women. And if it's one thing stacks with the facts, no, it's grown women. You did. Let's go.
See that video of them three boys that went into
This is a grown woman right here. As far as looks. Little to no makeup, natural hair. Right? That's a grown woman look right there. Let's go.
the Walgreens and took them items. Baby, when I say I was so disappointed, when I see BLK people doing stuff like this, especially little kids, it makes me very sad. Because then I'm like, who the hell is raising y'all? So the little boys went in there. I guess they called it.
We know who's raising them. Come on, y'all. And this is where I got to call us out at. Specifically, y'all chicks. Y'all know who raising these little dudes, man. Y'all know who raising these little chicks. They mamas. Like, why we got to act like we know who's raising them? It is dangerous damn near, y'all. Understand the perspective and sentiment that I'm coming from when I say what I'm about to say. It is dangerous damn near for children to be being raised alone by their mother. It's dangerous. Especially when you're dealing with a ratchet ass, never addressed her trauma ass, not that well educated, maybe overly educated, ratchet ass broad. Which is sad to say, but it's true. It's what most of these kids is being raised by, man. Y'all, we got to stop acting like that's not what it is, man. My man Martha said that video right there is why it is important to have a strong father figure in the household. If this doesn't stop, those young boys will be victims of, yeah, man. Shout out to my man Mars Lowell, man. That video right there is why it is important to have a strong father figure in the household. If this doesn't stop, those young boys will be victims of HR 1955, just like you said, Virgil, and that's an absolute fact, Jack. Shout out to my brother Mars, man. You know, we don't want our sons to be painted as the face of homegrown terrorism. And this is the type of shit that's going to contribute to that being so. Little niggas running up in stores just stealing this shit. Now, I'm pretty sure other groups of kids do this too. But look who the spotlight is and always is on. Let's go. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, man.
They still taking some stuff from the store without paying. One of the little boys was like, oh, open up the door because I guess he said he was going to destroy the whole entire store. So as they're trying to leave the store, they locked the door. So the little boys is going back and forth trying to get the door open. But what really got me was the audacity from the little boys. Like, you went in there,
And I'm glad the sister right there pointed this out. Because just like a ratchet ass chick who think that somehow she's going to talk herself out of a situation she get herself in, a very negative situation, like say involving the police, and think that she's going to somehow talk her way out of it. Y'all can go look online and see the many videos of chicks getting arrested by the police after being ratchet as hell and then thinking that somehow they're going to talk themselves out of the situation. Like, no, Ma, you going to jail. Sorry, you're going to jail. You're absolutely going to jail. And this is the same situation. These little niggas run up in the store stealing, sassy as hell. I don't give a damn if he said, I don't care about none of that. You sound sassy, boy. You sounded very sassy in your tone, your pitch, and your mannerisms as you were speaking. Very, very feminine. Not masculine at all. So that contributes to the, or women raising the men they complain about. Yes, that's going to be a little nigga who's going to be sassy as hell under the guise of being a man. That's the type nigga going, you know what I'm saying, battle back and forth with you on some sassy shit. That's the type of nigga to say he gonna call his mama. He gonna be on the phone with his mom like, Mom, man, this chick is tripping type nigga. That's that little nigga in that green robe with his hair up in the goddamn ponytail like a little girl. That's gonna be one of these future dudes that y'all daughters get with. And he gonna be sassy as hell with y'all daughter like, Mom, you ain't gonna believe what this chick just did. This girl acting crazy, Mom. I don't know what to do, Mom. Tell me what to do. Like I said, raising the same dudes y'all complain about. Hopefully, Monique Robinson, man. Goddamn, man. But this is what I was getting at. This is what the little boys was displaying when they was talking crazy. They really thought that somehow by them talking to this, to these people, the store clerks, in this tone, in this manner, they thought that that was going to get them to. They thought that the chicks was going to let them go. They thought that they was going to talk themselves out of that situation. Which I'm going to assume it did work because they was with their sister and not their mama. They weren't in the custody of the police. And the big sister just sit there just encouraging the shit. She just wanted to go viral. And she ratchet as fuck too. I'm going to say just like they raggedy ass mama. Listen here. Any chick who's raising such children as that daughter and them three little boys, you can't be a good person. Sorry. I'm sorry. You have to be a person with severe emotional trauma issues, very, very, very ill disposition, and no manners, no mannerisms, no etiquette about yourself as an adult whatsoever. That little boy sounded just like his mama when probably his mama talking to his daddy when she mad because the nigga won't do something she want him to do. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Let's go.
Took them items.
The question raised, Roses, are women raising the men they complain about? Put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Right? Let's go.
But you didn't pay for them, then got mad at everybody else around y'all because y'all were unable, they didn't want to open up the door. So now y'all mad at everybody else. And a lot of people was like, oh, they should have got away. I wish they would have got out. Oh, their mom was probably in the car. She was probably the one that sent them in there to get that stuff. So then the sister did a follow-up video. That has them make it no much better because then she talking about something. The way she was talking, first of all, was like, y'all probably do this on a day-to-day basis. The little boy was talking about something. Oh, I don't know why y'all in the comments talking, da-da-da-da. He was like, our mama wasn't even the one that sent us in there. He was like, we don't even live with our mama. We live with our sister. And she got money. She got this. She got that. And I'm just thinking, like, if your sister had all of that, why are y'all going to the store and taking stuff that y'all didn't pay for? But then I looked at the sister behavior, and I'm like, okay, now I kind of see where they get it from, because her demeanor was kind of like she probably be doing the same thing too. It is sad because this is our next generation, and it just really grinds my gear that like parents really be out there steering their kids in the wrong direction. Because the way that they was talking, you could tell that this is something that they probably do on a day-to-day basis.
So you saw the sister's response to all of this, and she ain't make the situation any better. Unfortunately, this girl is just clout chasing off of the social media fame that these little boys have gathered. And so she's up here posting videos showing like clips of them, like they've been cussing, they've been acting like this has been who they are. Like it makes it any better, and it doesn't. And so these children really do need some sort of positive reinforcement in their life before they go down the wrong path, because to be acting like that at such a young age without any remorse, and a lot of people was questioning how did they get out. Well, apparently they bust a hole or they broke the glass or something and was able to escape.
I will trash this beat.
Damn, for real?
Yo, we open things. Look at you.
And so these kids need some sort of positive reinforcement in their life. These are the
Oh, so that's how they got away. And if they live with their sister, that's crazy. That's crazy. Why 3 little... Let's go.
same kids that will go to school and disrupt the class and make it harder for the other kids to learn and get their education and learn. You know, it's unfortunate. I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't believe in corporal punishment. I don't believe in powing kids and stuff like that. But if you have to ask me, these kids, what a belt at? Somebody, they need belt to butt. Belt to butt is what these kids.
And listen here, man. Spare the rod, spoil the child, man. Right? These little niggas need their ass kicked. And I mean that in a very good, positive, loving way. And you're right, my man Marvell said, this is very disturbing indeed. And the whole world is watching. So-called Black Americans wonder why they're the laughingstock of America. Also, their AI videos on YouTube is showing ghetto behavior. They are. I've seen them. They definitely are. The unintelligent artificial intelligence knows how powerful us FBAs as a collective are. That's why they're contributing to destroying and perpetuating a negative image about us. Notice all this stuff right here get promoted. You don't hear about that. You don't hear about the young black girl who just, you know what I'm saying, goddamn it, won the chess tournament, and she's only like in the 4th or 5th grade. You don't hear about that, right? You don't hear about these little kids doing very positive things. You don't hear about fathers being involved in their fathers and their kids, their daughters especially lives, being involved in their sons. You don't hear about that type of stuff, man. They don't promote that. All right. And definitely none of these fake ass politicians gonna say nothing about stuff like this. Right? Listen, y'all, man. Little boys have to be raised by their fathers in order to learn how to become men. The age of 8, no later than 10, little boys need to be with their fathers, man, so they can learn the things of manhood and masculinity, right? How to become a protector, a provider, right? A teacher, how to be responsible, how to conduct yourself as a man amongst other men, how to focus on what's important, how to have your emotions in check, your priorities together, in order. Right? Investing most of your time into making yourself into the best version of yourself by getting as much education as you can in whatever field you need to get in, as far as starting a business or creating a career or decent job situation for yourself. You know, that's what we need to be focused on. You need to learn that from men. Right? Because you can't learn it from nowhere else. Right? And contrary to popular opinion, belief of a lot of you delusional chicks out there, y'all cannot raise boys into men. You just can't, and you won't. Right? Is it possible for a woman to raise a young boy to be a decent human being? Yes. Will he be do you have to be a man in order to be a decent human being? No. Because women can be very decent human beings too. But in order to be a man, you must learn that from a man. Just like in order to be a woman, you have to learn that from a woman. Flat out. That's a fact. And a lot of our young boys are being deprived. Yeah, they do that too, Monique. Yeah. Right? Or women raising the men they complain about. For the most part, yeah.
Disney, and they're not going to get it because they look like their mom, their sister. You know, they praise this sort of behavior. You know, it seems like they don't care. And what's going to happen is they're going to be getting a visit from CPS. I'm darn tootin' certain they're going to be getting a call from DCFS. Whether it be somebody on the internet who saw these clips, who know them in real life, or you know how the internet works. Like if something is put out there on the internet and people are concerned, especially when it comes to kids, a lot of folks ain't got no problem calling DCFS. And I do think this is a situation where they need to do some sort of investigation to find out what is going on in this household. You know, are these kids even going to school like they need to go to school? Because I know a lot of parents don't be sending their kids to school, and some places where the school system is not that best, they don't.
Right? What's up with that? They said they live with their sister. Why is 3 little boys living with their sister? Their older sister. I'm not saying it's not a justifiable reason. I'm just saying, but why? Why is the little sister being made to take care of her little brothers as if that's her responsibility or her job to do? I know that's right, Monique. Monique said, I was a strict mother. No sagging, no bonnets. My females could not dress like whores. I know that's right. Look like whores. Mars said, like you said, Virgil, young boys need male encouragement and reinforcement in order for them to become men in this society. That's a fact. I'm going to stand on that 1,000%. I'm standing on that 1,000,000,000%. I learned the things of manhood from men. My mother could not teach me. I realized at a very young age, at about 9, 10 years old, that my mother had nothing more to teach me. I realized this very young. Right? Now, I will say I might a little bit more advanced than the average 10-year-old at my age due to certain circumstances, but I was. But I realized at about 9, 10 years old that I had nothing more to learn from my mother. And my mom taught me just about everything I needed to know. She didn't teach me everything now. Some stuff I learned on my own through trial and error. But for the most part, my mother taught me most things I need to learn concerning women and females as a young boy. The rest I learned from trial and error and big homies and my pops as well. Good and bad. Right? This is why I can speak on the way I speak, because I got actual experience. I've been dealing with y'all chicks for a long time. So when I'm speaking and critiquing, it's coming from a place of knowing, not guessing, not upset or mad because unlike most of you niggas talking about things concerning women, like y'all actually know what y'all talking about, right? Because you niggas ain't never had y'all's way. And now y'all have a way via social media, the internet, to talk about these things anonymous. To an extent, right? While a brother like me, I've been having my way since I was a young boy when it comes to females. I mean, literally. And I'm not bragging or boasting. It's just a fact, right? When my son started pre-K, Monique Robinson said, when my son started pre-K, I told him every single day, don't touch the girls every day. That's a fact. My mom told me the same thing. And that's crazy you said that, Monique, because my mom told me the same thing. My mom said, don't you be touching them girls. Don't you be putting your hands on them girls. My mom used to emphasize to me, man, don't be putting too much in the females, man. These little girls, listen, focus on becoming a smart, successful young man. This is why my mom put me in mentoring programs. This is why my mom put me in after-school programs. This is why my mom put me, right? This is why my mom did what she did when my father was not able to be around. I just went to the funeral about last summer of my brother Byron, one of my childhood mentors that I met in an after-school program that my mother signed me up for. Rest in the essence of my big bro Byron taught me a lot about manhood, a lot, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, y'all moms out there raising these little boys, if for some reason their father can't be involved because he's in prison, because he's no longer with us, or because he's one of the very few of us who choose to just not be around, it becomes your duty, your obligation as that boy mama to get him some masculinity and some manhood in his life, whether that be uncle, granddad, somebody in the community, but you got to understand what comes with that, though. Y'all chicks would be better off putting y'all sons in some type of mentoring program versus trying to get with another dude and asking him or expecting him or requesting him to be a stepdaddy. And y'all brothers stop being so quick to want to be old stepdaddy ass nigga. Huh? Mars Lowe said, Monique Robinson said, my son started pre-K. I told him every single day, do not touch the girls every single day. My mom told me the same shit, man. Don't be touching them little girls. And don't be, and how about this, Monique? My mom used to always tell me, don't let them little girls touch you. How about that? Mars Lowe said, agree, Monique and Virgil. In my opinion, when it comes to education, there needs to be a separation of boys and girls. All boys and all girls school from pre-K until 8th grade. I agree with that, Mars Lowell. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Right? Shout out to Brittany, man. Brittany Janae, man. Y'all go subscribe to the sister. Right? Get her up to 1,000 subs, man.
They don't catch that with truancy. They kind of let it slide. But nevertheless, DCFS needs to do some sort of investigation because why are you out here stealing and why are you responding? Like, why are you all on the internet like this? You know, where is?
A lot of people aren't going to agree with this. However, facts are just facts, and I'm going to say them. So there's a video on TikTok going around of.
And that's what I'm saying right there with stuff like that, man. Okay, right? Say if they wasn't stealing, or say if the clerks thought they were stealing. They didn't have no right to lock them little boys in the store. I used to work for Family Dollar when I was in the halfway house when I first got out the joint back in 2016. And let me tell y'all something. per Family Dollar policy, which is also earned by Dollar General, you weren't allowed to lock nobody in the store, let alone put your hands on anybody. You're not allowed to prevent somebody from leaving the store. In fact, you were encouraged to not allow them to not intervene with them leaving the store, because once you steal something and you leave the store, that has now went from theft to robbery. I want y'all to understand that. You steal from Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walgreens, Walmart, wherever you steal from, CVS, wherever, Dwayne Reed, no matter where you at, man. You steal from there and you leave the premises, that is now a robbery. It can be taken up to robbery, which is a whole different situation. So y'all better inform yourselves on the law. I would suggest. So as far as saying that they got a lawsuit, I mean, that's potentially, yeah. Because you're not supposed to lock nobody in the store. You're not supposed to prevent nobody from leaving. You're not supposed to certainly put your hands on them. You ain't even really supposed to say nothing to anybody unless you blatantly see them put something in their pocket. And even at that point, you're to ask them to put it back. And if they refuse, you're to allow them to leave and not intervene with them physically whatsoever. And I would imagine that would be the policy for most retail stores. Right? Loss prevention. I worked at Family Dollar for about a year, and I also worked as loss prevention at goddamn in Burlington as a loss prevention officer. And let me tell you, I was there just to be a deterrence. If I was to see somebody stealing, all I had to do, or what I was required to do, was to ask them to put it back and please leave the premises. And if they refuse to do so, calling the police. That's it. Not put my hands in anybody, not prevent anybody from leaving. Right? If somebody somehow got out of the store, you were to follow them out the store, see what vehicle they got in, call 911, give a description of the vehicle, if you can, the license plate number. That's the extent of what you're supposed to do. And you don't understand how much people steal until you work in a store like Burlington, a store like Family Dollar or Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Walgreens or CVS or something like that. You don't understand how many people are fucking thieves. Right? But we about to get up out of here, y'all, though, man. I gotta go pick up Jen. We're gonna have another show later on the night, ladies' night. So of course it's gonna be about another hot topic going on right now. You know, talking about smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing social engineering. It was only $100 to $200 worth of products. They must have needed it, and that's sad. You're right. And if they was stealing out of necessity, that doesn't justify them stealing now at all. Right? But at the same time, if they were stealing out of necessity, you know, that's messed up, because why do they need to steal for the things they need? Why aren't they being provided with the things they need at home? Right? Mars said, continuing my statement about education, I understand that teenagers have raging hormones during high school, but it will help mold them into making them better citizens, especially finding a good mate. Exactly. That's a fact. Right? We ain't even got to listen to what she was about to say, man. That goes, man, you know, those who know. And they could very much well have a lawsuit on their hands. But at the same time, it was a beautiful display of what's going on in our community. You got sassy ass little boys clearly being raised by their raggedy ass mama and their sister. And I don't care how any of y'all feel about that. She raggedy. Ain't got to know her, ain't got to meet her. Any little boys being raised by their mamas and they act and conduct themselves like that, your mama got to be raggedy. Your mama raggedy. She raggedy because her little boys is out there stealing out of necessity that she ain't providing them with the stuff they need, flat out. Or they're being unsupervised and allowed to do what they want, and they're just going to steal because they want to steal. Either way, it's a reflection of you being a piece of shit mom. Because even though my mom raised me for a lot of times on her own, I knew better than to go steal. And then when I did go steal, I made sure I didn't get goddamn caught. Because I knew if I got caught, Miss Val was going to tear that ass up. Flat out. That's why when I did get caught stealing, almost, I never stole again. Never stealing again. Right? So yeah, y'all, man, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Of course, share on your social engineering. I hope y'all enjoyed this impromptu afternoon show. We're having a show later this evening. Yes, we will. Right? And it's going to be a surprise what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk, it's going to be a surprise. Right? But it's going to be a ladies' night thing topic, so please be ready. You understand what I'm saying? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineering. I appreciate everybody coming out. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all right here with your brother and your brother, and I appreciate that. I respect that. You know, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You know, are women raising the men that they complain about? Yes. Put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Put a number in the chat. Put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. These chicks is out here raising the same type of guys they complain about. All right. Once again, I don't give a damn how anybody feels about that. It's true. It is freaking true. Right? You cannot deny it. I mean, you can deny it, but then you'll be dabbling in the arena of cognitive. Right? I said put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Y'all know we riding out to this song. I want this song to be the theme song for 2026 and beyond for all my black brethren out there. Right? All my FBA brethren. Look, man, be involved in your children's life as much as possible. Oh, geez, I remember when I tried to steal something, my pops appeared out of nowhere with a belt like Pootie Tang's pops. So he came out of nowhere like a ninja, huh? All right. We're going to have a show later on tonight, too. I'm going to say like about 9 o'clock. We're going to go in. It's going to be another hot topic. Y'all going to love it. Trust me, y'all are. And we're going to get to it, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing social engineering. Listen, y'all. Men are the only ones who can raise boys into men. At the age of about 8 at the very youngest, 10 at the most, right? 10 years old. By the time that little boy 10, you need to send him to his daddy. Send him to his father. Trust me, it's going to be the best thing for him. Women, y'all do not possess the ability, nor do y'all have the design to raise boys into men. You cannot do it. You will not do it. I don't give a damn what you think you got going on in your life. What you might be a successful, very successful woman. You cannot raise a boy to be a man. Only his father can teach him that. And you need to send that little boy to his father when he turns 10, especially if y'all ain't together. And I say that because you can start to emotionally manipulate us at that point And what happens is that's exactly what starts to happen. Even inadvertently, unwittingly, y'all will do it. And y'all don't even realize in the way y'all do it. Because a lot of y'all haven't addressed y'all's trauma. And your success as an independent adult is not a reflection of you handling your trauma. Because like we know, you can be very successful in aspects of your life, certain of them, and be a complete failure in the ones that actually matter, like having your emotional balance intact from the trauma you endured as a youngster. Right? This is why this is the theme song for all my black brothers out there. FBA all day, every day, no days off, as well as E&E every day, all day, no days off. Right? Shout out to Nasir the Sick and John Boy for making this song. Right? And it's not that we don't mind, or not that we mind mentoring young brothers who may not be our children. Hold on. What's up, Jen? Yeah, I'm about to be on my way, baby. Okay, y'all ready? I'm about to leave in like 2 minutes. All right. That was my baby girl Jen calling me right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Send them to their dad, man. That's the best place for your son to be. Not with you. I don't care how successful. No, he needs to be with his father. And if you don't understand that as a woman, you failed your son. Straight like that. If you don't send that little boy to his daddy when he's 10, and his dad is a decent, productive, responsible man, you failed your son. And you're going to reap the benefits. You're going to reap the consequences of that decision. That's not me praying on nothing. That's what it's going to be. I'm telling you what is going to happen. That's A squared plus B squared is equal C squared. That's what's going to happen. Then you're going to have to explain to your son when he becomes a man, if he does, if he even makes it, literally, you're going to have to explain to him the questions that the answers, the questions he's going to have for you concerning his father, especially if he develops a relationship, good one, with his father outside of you. Y'all know what it is, man. Enjoy your afternoon. We'll be back later on the night, Jack.
Necessary. What question is? And your hat.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tees. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'm tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught up on film, flow, tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like Timothy blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, Yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
things.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get too used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop, any wicked judicial system. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.